Good morning, yogis. Welcome to day 28 of Go Love Yourself. 3 days left, and I've been enjoying myself, so I hope you have been too. We're going to start off in a kneeling position this morning. So again, if kneeling is not comfortable for you, take any comfortable seated position, maybe cross-legged. Otherwise, coming onto the tops of the feet, settling the hips back towards the heels. Allowing yourself just to sink in, closing the eyes, lifting through the sternum, dropping the shoulder blades down and back, and feeling the very top of the head move up towards the ceiling as though we're creating a bit of space in between each vertebra here. And then just allowing the hands to rest wherever they're comfortable. And we'll take a few more breaths just to sink into the practice. And especially if it's morning time, let's focus on the exhales. So getting really empty as you exhale. Oftentimes there's like a little stale layer of air that sits at the bottom of the lungs, especially after we sleep. So getting really empty as you breathe out. Contracting through the breathing muscles, the ribs, and then just allowing that fresh air to flow back in. And let's take the chin, bring it down towards the chest. Keep the spine lifted. Keep the shoulders back. Just let the head hang heavy here. And then we'll take right ear towards right shoulder. Let's reach the left fingertips out and find that juicy spot where the stretch feels really good from the tips of the fingers all the way up through the side of the neck. And again, just lifting up through the chest, keeping the jaw soft. Breathing some deep breaths into any tight spaces. And we'll start by releasing that left hand back down, dropping the chin back towards the chest, and then taking left ear towards left shoulder. Just letting the head hang heavy over towards the side. Feeling a gentle opening at first through the right side of the neck, and then taking the right fingers and finding that sweet spot on this side. And then one more time, chin down towards chest. Let's take the hands, interlace the fingers behind the head, and just allow the elbows to hang heavy. So we want to keep a little bit of space in between the chin and the chest, but we're just allowing the hands to help lengthen out through the back of the neck, kind of letting gravity take over. And then on your next inhale, let's rise up, take the elbows out towards the side, gently push the head back into the hands. Feel that nice opening through the front of the body into the shoulders, and then we'll just move a little bit from side to side here. And then releasing the arms wide and bringing them all the way back down towards the ground. We'll tuck the toes under. We'll come up into a kneeling position. Hands are going to be on the low back, fingertips pointing down. And we'll draw the elbows back, lift through the chest, gaze up. Just really gentle back bend to start here. And then we'll take the fingertips down towards the ground. We're going to round the spine, tuck the chin down towards the chest. And then we'll come back up, sweep the hands back to that same position. Use the hands to help you lengthen through the spine, lift through the chest. You might take the weight of the body back just a little bit here. And then we'll take the fingertips forward. We'll round through the spine. Tuck the belly in, draw the tailbone underneath the body, let the head hang heavy. And then we're going to come back up into a kneeling position. We'll take the hands towards heart center, and we'll just do a little bit of a rocking prayer here. So back and forth, keeping the low back in a nice neutral position as you go, engaging through the low belly, feeling that pelvic floor draw up and into the body just to help support the spine. One more. And then from here, taking the hands down towards the mat, coming into our tabletop position. Let's come into a balancing table, right fingertips forward, left foot back. As we exhale, we're going to round the spine, draw the knee and the elbow in, feel that nice core engagement. And then as we inhale, reach it out. 2 more just like that. tight and strong as we come in, and then inhale to lengthen. The last one. From here, let's take the right hand down, keep the right arm straight. Take the left toes over towards the right side, look back. And then we're going to kickstand that right leg out. Come into our balancing on the side, reaching the left fingertips up. And then we'll exhale, draw the elbow and the knee together. So left elbow, left knee, extend it out. 2 more. And last one. And then swing it all the way down into our tabletop position. Walk the hands forward, puppy stretch. Releasing first the heart, the chest, and then the chin down towards the ground. Do a little rock here from side to side, opening up through one shoulder and then the other. And then we'll walk the hands back in. Find our tabletop position again. And get ready to balance opposite side. So this time, left fingertips, right foot. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Squeeze that air out. Inhale to lengthen. 2 more. Sometimes we have a tendency to rush the postures, but the slower that we move with more intention, the more strength that we're going to build. Left fingertips down towards the mat. Right toes over towards the left. Look back. And then we'll kickstand the left leg out. We'll find our balancing with the right arm, right leg. And then we'll draw the elbow and the knee together. Reach it out. 2 more. And then taking it all the way back down, coming through table. Toes together, knees apart, push into the palms, settle hips back towards heels. Lengthen the spine, walk the hands out, and then release towards the mat. 2 deep, full breaths. Now lifting through the hips. And we'll take it into threaded needle. Reach the left fingertips up. Take the left hand, sweep it over towards the right. Planting that right hand down, help open and twist towards the ceiling. Option to take it into a balancing here, lifting that right leg up and back. And then option to add that right arm. Sweeping right hand down. Right leg comes back so that we can bring ourselves all the way back up. Let's do a cat-cow here, dropping the belly, lifting the tailbone, looking up. And then push into the mat, ground in, tuck the tailbone, belly moves towards spine. And then next side, reach the right fingertips up first, get long, open, and then sweeping it down and through, finding your threaded needle, planting that left hand, feel the opening in between the shoulder blades and into the upper back. And then option to bring it into balancing on this side, extending left leg up and back, maybe adding left arm. Let's ground back to the earth. Plant the left hand. From table, we'll walk our hands forward a little bit, tuck the toes, lift the knees to hover off of the mat. And then we'll send hips back towards heels, begin to lengthen out the legs, and walk our dog, bending one knee, and then the other. From our downward dog position, we're going to sweep the right foot forward, coming into pigeon, right foot over towards the left side. We'll square the hips, drawing that left hip forward. Lift through the chest. So we're going to stay in lifted, especially if it's morning time, just helping to energize the body rather than folding forward. And then planting the hands, tucking the back toes, stepping it back into our downward dog. Deep V to the body, deep bend to the hips. And then we'll sweep that left leg forward, left foot over towards the right side. Walking the right leg back and then squaring the hips, lifting through the chest. For 3, 2, and 1. Planting the hands. This time let's actually just take the weight over towards the left hip. Sweep the right foot around. Find a simple cross-leg position. Drawing hands towards heart center. And dropping the chin down towards the chest. Take a moment just to be grateful for all of the blessings that we have in our lives. Health, well-being, abundance. I hope you guys have an awesome day 28. Namaste, yogis.